Here at Parma Armory Shooting Center, Gun Safety Training Institute, we have some of the best technology. And you know what? At the other range, I'm going to show you how to take apart this unit and actually look inside of what we have, because it's a really neat computer, motor, and module in there that we need to tell you more about if you're going to own a range one day. All right, so today we're talking a little bit about range maintenance and what goes into the range and what it takes to run a range and keep it running and all those things that happen behind the scenes. I think that's what people forget. It takes a lot of time during the week, both before work, after work, to do different things. And here I'm going to show you one thing, which is all to do with taking apart a carrier. And as we're talking about, we're actually going to take the cover off of this carrier here. Because these things need maintenance. Every one of these carriers are a computer. So there are 21 in this range that are all wireless, that are all basic computers, run by a computer screen tablet over here up in every stall. So I think the important part to know is that inside here are a whole bunch of controls that do get damaged. They do wear out. Literally bullets fly through these units and break things. We've broken wheels, computers, clips, screws, covers. A little bit of everything has been broken, damaged, and everything by bullets, because people are here training and trying to get better at shooting. So we know mistakes happen. We know they're not happening negligibly. At least we hope not, but they actually might occasionally. We don't know. Maybe our competition is trying to shoot us down, right? You never know. But here, the important part, these are the carriers. This unit here is approximately $10,000. So we try and protect these. Just this unit alone could cost you about 10 grand. We have rebuild kits, so essentially we can rebuild almost a full lane that we get with the manufacturer. It comes in like a suitcase. So when you need something, most of it's in there. Not every piece and part is in here, but to give you an average cost, that's why we say don't shoot the carrier. If you had to pay 10 grand for this thing, trust me, you don't want to. That's an expensive shooting kit. While we're taking this cover off, it's actually open on this side. So I don't know if you could spin up and around over here, but this kind of gives you an idea of what the internal looks like. And you can basically see you're running a computer. So if you have a good shot here, I think the important part is you have the motor, you have the battery, and you have the panel. Most of those three things are this whole unit. Other than that, it's a bulletproof AR plated shell. The important stuff to know is that this stuff gets hit. It gets broken and we're replacing it. Gene here, who's just taking it apart, is constantly doing this. We have 21 of these. They're running every day. Not every single lane uses all day, but things get broken, damaged, need to be replaced, checked, upgraded. We've went through, Gene, probably a dozen upgrades in a couple of years. So just in this unit alone, these are little microcomputers, and I think you just need to know what goes into this. So it's not just a garage door opener or a piece of string and you got to roll it in. These are high-tech, very sophisticated, too expensive kind of units. But when we get back into the stall here, I'm going to show you the iPad that they run on as well, because these computers talk to each other. And so them being wireless, when it gets back to the unit here, if you could see over here, it actually docks itself and then begins charging. So anytime it comes back to home base, which is automatically as well. So at the end of the night, we actually set it where the time runs out, and they actually all do come home. Then they sit up on their charging station and charge. The funny part is here, it kind of just looks like a DeWalt battery, but you know what? Everything's a little more complicated than it looks, but it does look overall pretty simple concept, but it's not just a shoestring and a garage door opener like I've seen at other ranges. We are a 5-star facility. We pride ourselves on cleaning, maintenance, and taking care of this stuff, and it needs to be done before we open, after we close, almost every day of the week. So I think that's the important things to know. If you're gonna build a range, if you wanna know more about behind the scenes, this is a little bit about it, and we're gonna have more to share. So that's it with the lane coverage. Here, what you're looking at are the wireless units that run down 40 feet. There are 21 of them. This is the 21 gun salute, and we will have more info on it soon.